Hot Fuzz, released in 2007, is the second of 3 films starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and directed by Edgar Wright. This trilogy is commonly known as the Cornetto trilogy for the featuring of the ice cream cornetto in each. Widely regarded as the best of the 3, it follows Sergeant Angel, a police officer in London who is given a promotion and sent to the small town of Sanford.
We're making you sergeant.
I see.
In Sanford, Gloucestershire.
My favourite scene from Hot Fuzz is Angel's introduction and tour of the police station. Starting in the inspector's office, Frank Butterman welcomes Nicholas to the station by telling him how things are different here than London. He comments on the underage drinkers he arrested the night before and how rules are bent for the greater good.
The greater good.
The greater good, precisely.
Angel disagrees.
Geographical location shouldn't factor in the application of the law. No thanks.
Frank gets up to give Angel a tour of the station, seeing the locker room, riot room, evidence room, the Andes, where it all happens, and finally the neighbourhood watch room. They return to the main room, where Frank reveals why everyone has been eating cake the whole time.
The gatto is for misplacing his helmet the other week.
The scene ends with them going to the pub for lunch. This scene does a lot for the early introduction of many of the main characters in this film. It also sets up a lot of returning lines.
It's all for the greater good.
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 And themes that return later. Watching this film a second or third time will reveal or change the way some of the pieces of dialogue sound. Something innocuous the first time actually reveals how the town keeps its clean record.
Statistically, Sanford is the safest village in the country. But that doesn't mean it requires anything less than a careful and considered approach. Graffiti? They've got to be dealt with, Frank.
Before he becomes just another crime statistic, I'm sure he's going to learn a valuable lesson.
This entire scene is an incredible piece of writing in my opinion, as it allows for a much more entertaining rewatch as you can see characters dance around their methods to hide it from Angel. What's more, this scene comes directly after Angel's morning run, where he is visibly confused by the small town customs. This sets in your mind that this is just what they do here, and being followed directly by punishment in the form of dessert,
Junkie monkey.
it cements that things are just a bit different here. Frank's disarming nature,
A great big bushy beard.
the derelict riot room and vacant evidence room all point to the town being completely and utterly boring with nothing going on. There is also so much in the background that is never acknowledged. The riot room is so unused that things are living inside the equipment. The evidence room is also empty, but the code inside is 999, implying they've never needed to keep evidence secure. Wainwright and Cartwright both mean wagon builder, so they have the exact same name. The only word not censored is what some would consider the worst one, and the church is set up to have a roof that is dodgy at best. We are shown who Tony Fisher is immediately. The look of the NWA room and how they speak makes Angel think he's just a crazy old man who hates street performers and teenagers, which is not entirely untrue. The amount of context to the town and setup for the rest of the movie held within this scene, while they manage to keep the viewer entertained, is an incredible feat of writing. The exposition given helps the viewer get to know the characters and also disarms Angel. Doing so many things at once makes this my favourite scene in Hot Fuzz. If you have any opinions you'd like to share, or suggestions for other movies you'd like to see me cover, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.